There was a young man who had big dreams. He wanted success, he wanted confidence, he wanted a better life. Every night he watched motivational videos. Every night he promised himself tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow he would wake up early. Tomorrow he would study. Tomorrow he would exercise. Tomorrow he would work on his goals. But when tomorrow arrived, nothing changed. He pressed the snooze button. He spent hours scrolling social media, he postponed important work, and at night he felt guilty. Again he said, tomorrow. Days became weeks, weeks became months, months became years. And what happened? One day he met an old teacher. The teacher asked him, what do you want in life? What do you want in life? The young man replied, I want success. The teacher smiled and asked, what did you do for your success today? The young man became silent. The teacher then said something that changed his life forever. He said, success doesn't come from what you want. Success comes from what you do every day. The young man didn't fully understand. So the teacher took him to a nearby garden. There were two plants. One plant was tall, green, and healthy. The other plant was weak and almost dead. The teacher asked, can you tell me why one plant is healthy and other plant is dying? The young man said, the healthy one received water every day. The teacher nodded. Then he said, your dreams are exactly the same. If you water them every day, they grow. If you ignore them, they die. The young man finally understood. He realized that he wasn't failing because he lacked talent. He wasn't failing because he lacked intelligence. He was failing because he lacked discipline. That day he made a decision, not a dramatic decision, not a magical decision, a simple decision. He would improve by just 1% every day. The next morning he woke up 30 minutes earlier. He read 10 pages of a book. He practiced English for 20 minutes. Nothing extraordinary happened. Nobody applauded. Nobody noticed. But he continued. Day after day, week after week, month after month, slowly things started changing. His confidence improved, his communication improved, his habits improved, and most importantly, he started trusting himself because every time he kept a promise to himself, his self-respect increased. This is the hidden power of discipline. Discipline is not about controlling your life. Discipline is about keeping promises to yourself. When you say, I will study, and you study, you build trust with yourself. When you say, I will practice English, and you practice, you build trust with yourself. When you say, I will work on my goals, and you actually do it, you build trust with yourself. And confidence is built from that trust. Many people think confidence comes first. The truth is the opposite. Action comes first. Discipline comes first. Confidence follows. Think about the most successful people you know. Do you think they wake up every day feeling motivated? No. Some days they feel tired. Some day they feel lazy. Some days they don't feel like working, but they work anyway. That is discipline. The difference between successful people and average people is often very small. One chooses comfort today, and the other chooses growth today. Years later, the difference became huge. The young man continued his journey. 1 year later, his life looked completely different. Not because he became lazy, not because somebody helped him, but because he learned one lesson. Small discipline, action repeated every day create extraordinary results, and that lesson can change anyone's life. Maybe even yours. because your future is not decided by what you do once. Your future is decided by what you do consistently. The question is not what are your dreams. The question is what are you doing today to achieve them, because dreams without discipline remains dreams, but dreams combined with discipline become reality. Oh my god.